What surprised me about this Parkside coffee puzzle from White Mountain Puzzles? Stick around and find out. Hi there, it's Vicki. Welcome to Puzzles and Purrs. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can get all the cozy puzzle cat content that I offer. This puzzle is called Parkside Coffee. It is a 1,000 piece White Mountain puzzle. The artist is Olena Stadnyk. I think she might be a new artist to me and to White Mountain, but if you know anything different, please leave me a comment. She had done one before, but I don't think she's done a ton. And look at this image, guys. How pretty is this? This seemed like the perfect fall puzzle to me. You've got her mums. By the way, I can't keep mums alive. If you have mums and they're still alive, good for you. Ours never last long. Please leave me your mum tips in the comments. So you've got lots of mums here, some over there, some over there. You've got a beautiful fire going. You've got two dogs, which is pretty cute. Would I have liked a cat in the puzzle? Yes, I would have liked a cat in the puzzle. However, being that this is in the middle of the woods, maybe there's just not a lot of cats around, specifically or especially because there's some dogs hanging out. But then look at this scene. You have some chairs, cozy blankets, pillows. I mean, who would not want to go to this little Parkside coffee shop, get some coffee or a treat there, and just sit down by the fire with your blanket and your dog? Doesn't that just look lovely? Really, really pretty. So let me tell you what was really surprising about this puzzle. So as we are doing the puzzle, it is coming together fairly easily, actually. I don't know if you think the image looks challenging, but I thought it looked kind of like a middle of the road in terms of challenge level. And I will say that most of the puzzle came together fairly easily and quickly. There was a little challenge here, but the biggest challenge was the tree here, the sky, and actually the sky wasn't that bad, the trees. These green trees, there were so many different shades of green. Do you ever find that you're working on a puzzle and you are just going along at a really good pace and thinking, I am a puzzle genius, I'm awesome at puzzles, this is great, look at me. And then you hit a hard section and you're thinking, oh, never mind, all that stuff I bragged about. Well, that was the case with this puzzle. My husband and I worked on it together mostly. And I said I was going to get to the weird part. Okay. As we're doing the puzzle, there are a number of signs on it, which is actually where we started. Because after we assembled the border, the easiest thing for me to see are our words. So there was a sign here. There is a sign here. There is another sign over here. And one up there. Okay, this is the problematic sign. And why don't I show it to you on the poster? Because it's a little easier to handle. Okay. The sign says coffee bar, which is great. That's what it is. It's a coffee bar in a park, in the woods. Okay. However, under the words coffee bar, it says brewed fresh daily, which is lovely. Who doesn't like coffee that's brewed fresh daily? But right underneath there, it says open 24 hours. What now? Yeah, open 24 hours. So this little Parkside coffee stand is open 24 hours. So you want a cup of coffee at 2 a.m.? Yeah, just go sit in the dark in the park. And I'm guessing these are the only lights around. I mean, maybe the light of the moon. Go have coffee at 2 a.m. What if you want coffee at 4 a.m.? You can go get it right here. You know why? Because there's some poor sucker manning the booth, working in the cold, in the park, by themselves, completely out in the open, exposed to any elements that may come, rain, wind, whatever, it doesn't matter, because you had to have your coffee, didn't you? 4 a.m., you had to have your coffee. So they have to have someone working in there. I don't know. It was the most bizarre thing to me. This seems like a very seasonal stand, but it also seems like a stand that should not be open 24 hours. I mean, honestly, if you need coffee at 4 a.m. in a park, maybe coffee's not your biggest problem. I don't know. So, yeah, that was the weird thing I found about this puzzle. Okay, let's get into the pieces. If you have watched this channel at all, or you are a subscriber, first of all, thank you. It really helps me out. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Now's the time, subscribe. Okay, but if you've watched the channel at all, you know that I have shared a number of White Mountain puzzles, and most of them have the same kind of piece shapes and thickness, but I will go through it again in case this is your first video that you've ever seen here at Puzzles and Purrs, in which case, welcome. Okay, we have got a grid cup puzzle with your variety of pieces, this kind of shape. This, the 4Z, you've got the 2Z, like that. Oh, this guy, don't forget the 3Z, got that one. This kind. So basically, you know, all the favorites, everyone's here, everyone makes an appearance. And the pieces have a light blue background. White Mountain sometimes changes the colors of background. These are light blue, and they are of a good thickness. They're not the thickest pieces I've ever dealt with, but they are also not thin in any way. They're pretty substantial. I'm actually putting some pressure on it, trying to bend, and you can see that it does really hold up well. And this is a puzzle that I think will hold up well to repeated puzzlings, which is good because I got it at a puzzle swap and I'm probably gonna swap it back. So, okay, let's talk about, that's it with the piece quality, right? Piece quality, piece shape. The colors were true to what was depicted on the box. White Mountain puzzles do have, I mean, just the barest hint of a glossy finish. They're not matte, but I mean, it's just a touch of glossy finish. So that's what the puzzle's like. If you want to see this beauty come together, you'll have to wait for the time lapse, which is coming up. So I hope you enjoyed learning about this puzzle. And now you know where to go when those 3 a.m. coffee cravings hit. Parkside Coffee. Enjoy the time lapse. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.